Hey guys, welcome to Neighborhood Picks. I'm kind of going to make a whole stew of stardom, sitem, and fantasy and blend all my leagues in together because I'm not even sure if this video is going to be able to go out. But happy Saturday from sunny South Florida. Just got off the beach and I'm thinking about the games. I took a little shot on Ole Miss with a couple Sunday teams, try to get a head start, but it doesn't look like it's going to go my way. So we're going to throw that one. We're going to flush that down the toilet and start again tomorrow. But let's look at some fantasy. The fantasy outlook right now. What do we know? Gronkowski's out tomorrow night. Okay, let's knock him down systematically. Gronkowski is out. Brady loves to use the tight end. We know that. I don't have to tell you things you already know. You got to take a hard look at Cameron Brate tomorrow night. If you're hurting for a tight end, if you don't have one, Cameron Brate is somebody you got to go with. Now, staying with the Buccaneers, what did the Bucs not do last week against the Rams? Think. They never ran. The Bucs knew that they were going to play the Rams again, maybe in the NFC Championship game. They played with about 60% of their playbook. The Rams came out all systems a go. They won, but the Bucs held back a lot, and I saw it. I looked at that through the lens of a coach. Now, if they ever play again, you think Leonard Fournette's going to get the rock 6 times and Ronald Jones 2? No. That leads me to this week. Leonard Fournette, Sunday night, will run the rock 11 to 14 times. Ronald Jones will get out of the witness protection program. He'll run the rock, and you'll see more running. And mark my words, when the Bucs play the Rams down the road, you'll see a run game. It's chess and checkers. Trust me. Chase Claypool has been ruled out. Juju's banged up. Big Fat Ben is still back there. Stay away. Just stay away from that team. I don't want to get Ajita talking. All right? Big problems in Tennessee. I had liked Tennessee as one of my parlay teams. Both their stud receivers are out. A.J. Brown and Julio Jones are out. So if you want to go with another receiver on Tennessee, go for it. I don't like doing that stuff. Chuba Hubbard was a big waiver wire pickup. Now, as far as our fantasy leagues, I got Chuba Hubbard in Florida Carmelo's league. Mel from Florida, salute. I got Chuba Hubbard over there, and I got Chuba Hubbard in Tony C's league, but I didn't get him in the JFFL. So I'm glad I got him, but I have a feeling, even though he's valuable, we know what Mike Davis did last year, I don't think he's going to do anything this week. I think everyone is ignoring Dallas. Everybody I talk to is like, Carolina D. Like, listen, guys, we have to stop ignoring Dallas. I know unless you're a Dallas fan, unless you're not a Dallas fan, you hate them. Like, we have to stop ignoring Dallas. I could see them just shutting down whatever Carolina's bringing. No McCaffrey, shutting down Chuba Hubbard. It's a good pickup, but it might not take place for a couple weeks. So keep an eye on that. As far as receivers, man, I love going with guys on prolific offenses. You can give me a number one receiver on a shit team like Brandon Marshall 4 years ago on the Jets, and then you could give me like a guy like Emmanuel Sanders. I'll take Sanders all day. And isn't it funny? I got another example of perspective. A guy's age looking so different. I'm going to give you 2 guys that are the same exact age that you would think one of them was a 45-year-old man that shouldn't even be in the league anymore, and the other guy is still 27. But they're both 34. Emmanuel Sanders. Doesn't he always, like, Emmanuel Sanders, like, did you even realize he was 34? Emmanuel Sanders seems like a young receiver still to me. Deshaun Jackson, doesn't he feel old as shit? They're both 34. And it shows the perspective, the lens that we see these guys through, it shows. Because everybody grabbed up Sanders on the waiver wire. I don't see many people taking Deshaun Jackson. Now, would I want Deshaun Jackson on my team for the season? No. But as far as those DraftKings weeklies where you get a budget, if Deshaun Jackson's in there cheap, that's a good guy to take a shot on for a big play. Deshaun Jackson is a high ceiling, low floor guy. He can give you nothing for nothing or 4 for $1.60. You're not. He's the opposite of Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers is going to give you 5 to 7 catches, 80 yards every game. Like Jacoby Myers is actually a nice. He's another pickup too. A lot of guys had him. A lot of guys are picking him up. He's the best receiver on the Patriots. I know they try to go with Aguilar, but if you watch the Patriots, he's the best receiver, definitely by far. Myers. Now, in the JFFL, good pickup of Josh Gordon. I tried to bid for Josh Gordon, and I didn't get him. I bid at $17. We have a budget in the JFFL. Everybody gets $100 for the year for their wagers. If you use it, you're done. So I didn't use any money yet. So I put 17 on Sanders and like 9 on Gordon. I didn't get Gordon, but I got Emmanuel Sanders because in Carmelo from Florida's league, shout out to Angel, Sean, Cody, Christopher, Justin, and myself for being in the top 6 so far. I don't know you guys yet, but once we get some better dialogue, I'll be shouting you guys out and getting specific. But shout out to you guys for being in the top 6 of Carmelo's league. Mel was talking all that shit, and he's in the basement right now, trying to get out of the basement. So good luck to you, Mel, and I hope you win your basketball game today. But shout out to Angel, Sean, Cody, Christopher, and Justin. You guys got good teams. I checked your teams out. It's tough. And our league is crazy because we got 12 men, and we're trying to top 6 get in, and there's no time on the waivers. You grab them whenever. The minute McCaffrey pulled his hammy, I went and got Chuba. It's kind of crazy. Every league is different. Tony Covid's league, we got 2 divisions. So I like that. I'm glad I'm in the losing division right now. I'm in 4th. I'm in next to last in my division at 1 and 2. But the guy ahead of me is 1 and 2, and the first 2 guys are 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. Harnish is 2 and 1. Dunn is 2 and 1. Pasante's 1 and 2, and I'm 1 and 2. So I'm really only a game out of first in my division. Then in the A division, Tony Covid, his league. Whoa, excuse me, Tony C. I didn't realize you were the only 3 and 0 in our league. Angel 3 and 0 too, I think, in the other league. Wow, Tony C, 3 and 0. You son of a bitch. You recruit me in your league and then you hustle us out of your money. Hey, Angel. Angel. Hey, I saw you've been watching my videos. Christian Kirk magically appeared on your team. Huh? Love you, Angel. Thanks for the sub, too. So we're having fun in all 3 leagues. Now, the matchup of the week for me is my game against T. Rich in the JFFL. Because I'm the only undefeated. I'm the big dog. Nucci's Horses. Nucci's Horses, 3 and 0. The old man of the league is playing T. Rich, who's 2 and 1. Now, if I had to be honest, T. Rich has a stud team. When you have the best quarterback, the best running back, the best receiver, and the best tight end, you're dangerous. The dude's got Rodgers, Henry, Diggs, and Waller. So I know I'm not in for it, but I'm ready. I'm ready, T. Rich. Don't fuck around. I'm ready. I'm ready for you. Anyway, who dropped Singletary in our league? I happen to value Singletary as a good running back, and I saw him. Here's another guy I'd start him, sit him. Don't drop Singletary just yet, guys. Singletary's a good back. I saw him bust a 50-yarder in the opening weeks. He's going to do things this year. You don't have a good game every game. So I'm glad that I got to get Singletary off waivers. I was surprised off that. And you guys value Jacoby Myers too because I saw somebody put a bid in for him. I didn't think you would, so that's a nice pickup. Josh Gordon, Patty, he is going to come through for you because the Chiefs are in a conundrum, and Josh Gordon, Mecole Hardman's not cutting it. I can't even tell you how many weeks I've had him over 33 yards props. He's never gone over. Like, Mecole Hardman is not Tyreek Hill. Josh Gordon, as long as they don't keep messing with him for smoking weed, if smoking weed is like legal now, instead of popping opioids or whatever they're called, if you could smoke a little joint after practice and they're not going to fuck with him and he's a productive receiver, he's only 30, he's uber talented, that's what the Chiefs need. They need him bad. This is the best fit for him since he was on Cleveland 8 years ago, whenever that was. Like, they got Hill, they got Kelsey, they got a minimal running game, they got Mahomes. They need Josh Gordon. Andy Reid will fit him right in. So that's going to pay off. And with Justin Fields, you got teams I'd take in 2022, Alex, for 1,000. I'm just kidding, Patty. But they are going to pay off in the future. Gordon will pay off before Fields. I had to get that one in. But Tony Pollard, he's a keeper. Keep Tony Pollard in your lineup. Dallas is going to be a two-back talented team from now on. Emmanuel Sanders and Deshaun Jackson. Emmanuel Sanders plays on a team that has so much offense, you can play with a third receiver like him. And sometimes threes morph into the twos, and the two receivers morph into the one. Cooper Kupp, he was the two for a couple years. We always knew it was Woods, but now it seems like he's morphed into the one. So you got to be able to see in real time when a three becomes the two. Nothing is ever set in stone. Like last year, at this point, I let go of Justin Jefferson after 2 weeks or something. I didn't give it a chance. Let the season breathe. So there's a lot of shit going on. We got P. Riz and Goose, the beef. What's beef? Beef is when you play fantasy football in the streets. Goose, 2-1. Lamar Jackson led versus Paul Riz. Kyler Murray. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. We got Pat's Bat and the Sex Panthers both trying to get out of the basement. Perry's Councilman, I'm rooting for you. You got to get off the schneid. You'll be all right, but you are going against Zoltan and the greatest living American, Tommy Brady. It's going to be a tough one for you. But I'm just liking all three leagues. And Tony C's, you got the 3-0. The top three get in each division, I believe. So I'm basically tied for the third spot. Now I kind of like the two divisions sometimes. We got all three different leagues. One league is 12 men, one less flex. The 12-man league I have is a less flex. We get less roster spots to start. The Tony C's league is two divisions, super competitive, and T. Rich's league is we got the poker within the game. We got the games, and then from Monday to Wednesday, 3:05 a.m., we got to see who bids who we think is going to bid and outbid. And I got Sanders this week because last week in Carmelo from Florida's league, I needed a receiver. Antonio Brown was out with the COVID. I picked up Sanders, and he blew up. And I picked up Kirk last week before he blew up. So we'll see what happens. But there's not a lot to go over. You don't want to overthink things. But as far as fantasy, the season's young. Let it breathe. You got to look at Cameron Brate. You got to look at the usual suspects. Don't give up on your horses. If you have horses that have already reputations and that are supposed to be something or on the rise, don't just chuck them if they have a bad game. We got a lot of impatient young dudes. I can see when I'm with the young guys because they're ready to chuck people and make trades, and I've been there before. So I'm just kind of sitting with my team and hoping things pan out. I knew I had the Rams and the Cleveland combo with Stafford, Kupp, Chubb, Hunt. I didn't know I was going to get the Buffalo combo in the same team with T. Rich's league. Now I got Singletary and Emmanuel Sanders. I didn't even have them 2 weeks ago. You guys better pay attention. I might run away with this thing. But so that's my little Florida little fantasy roundup. I'll be more detailed to do specific shows when I'm home. But I still want to do another show and early for tomorrow morning. Who I like, props. I'm going to do a 9 a.m. tomorrow morning for Sunday preview. Make sure you catch it. Last week I dropped my best show ever, and I dropped it a little too late on Sunday and nobody saw it. So these are kind of stardom sitems and what's going on in fantasy, which kind of relates anyway. So good luck to everybody, and let's see if this goes through. Your boy Nooch. I'll be home soon.